Hi everyone, it's Latrice from Sterling Law Offices, and today we're going to talk about how to share time with the kids when you and the other parent really don't disagree or don't agree on the schedule. Often I speak to parents who have an idea of what they want the schedule to be like. So I represent one of the spouses, and they will come in and say, I think the best schedule that I've heard of is we split up the week. One parent has Monday, Tuesday, the other parent has Wednesday, Thursday, and they alternate weekends. And then they get to court and they hear that the other parent wants to alternate the schedule week on, week off. And, my client right away thinks in their head, this is a horrible idea. So if you are in the middle of a dispute about the best schedule for the kids, the first tip that I would give to you is to really pick your battles. Define what's really important to you about the schedule. Is it longer periods together with your children? So if you have a longer period with your kids, say you want the week on, week off, then that means you have a longer period without your kids. But if you are wanting more frequent contact, even if it's not the exact schedule that you want, so even if you're proposing the Monday, Tuesday, the other parent gets Wednesday, Thursday, and you alternate weekends, and the other parent either wants to switch those days or just come up with some slight modifications. If that is your interest in having shorter time periods that you're away from your kids, then obviously that's the more important interest. So the second piece of that would then be, make sure that you are open and flexible to whatever the schedule is, or the other recommendation that you and the other parent can agree on. Because the more that the two of you have an agreement, the less costs that you have in court, the less stress that you have worrying about it, and the less time that you have in this, shady area of not knowing. I speak with parents all of the time, and their number one concern really is just to hammer out an idea of what the placement schedule is. And then lastly, you need to just be very open with having the conversation with the other parent. You have to be able to talk about it. So even if you disagree, I always say that, listening is a skill, and sometimes, you already have the idea of what the best schedule would be. But you should also listen out what the other spouse says, because there's also some clues into where they're thinking. And then if you can somehow fit the schedule that you want and align it with what they're already thinking, the more likely you will get a parenting schedule that fits your needs. There is a quote that in order to have memories tomorrow, you have to spend the time today. And today is World Children's Day, so I thought this topic was right on point. Our interests are your interests here at Sterling Law Offices. This is the end of the tips for today, but I will see you guys soon. Have a great Monday, everyone.